G'day guys, Scott Woodward with you. Just want to have a quick chat about the two games that we have on Saturday. And look, the first game we have is the Titans versus the Storm, and this game has taken a new look with the withdrawal of Jamal Idris for the Titans. Bookmakers have reacted a fair bit to that, and the Storm have firmed right in now on the exchanges. They're $1.40, $1.41. Bookies are $1.42, similar price. I've firmed my price in from $1.50 to $1.45. With Jamal Idris on one side and Bow Champion on the other side, they had a good solid look and started to have a little bit of shape about them. And given that they've got a small forward pack, I think it was important to have those two guys there. Bow Champion is certainly a very good in for them. And look, I know Bow loves to play on the right hand side, so the other centre that they've got is Dominic Payro. Now he also normally plays on the right hand side. I can only assume he'll go to the left. I'll be surprised if Bow goes to the left. So yeah, look, either way they've got a problem there. As you know, the Knights have had a problem in their spine all year, and you know the Storm are entitled to these short odds. But let me say, out of all the teams that played the Storm, the Titans have got a pretty good record against them. The Storm do struggle and have struggled over the years a little bit. The last 8 times they've played the Storm have only won 4 of those games. And look, while the Titans have got some challenges at the moment, there's a chance that they could be competitive at home. But you know, we look at the spine of the two teams, and it's a one-horse race. We're talking about William Zillman versus Billy Slater. We're talking about Jordan Rankin versus the Pommy International, Gareth Widdop, who I have a high regard for. And then we're talking about the halfback for the Titans, Scott Prince, who all their control comes over. All point of attack goes to Scott Prince. That's the way it's been from day one at the Titans, and it's never changed. And it's one of the reasons why they've never gone on and look like winning a premiership. They've gone close and they've made it in the semis, they've made it in the final 4, but all their attack comes off one bloke, and it's very easy for an opposition coach to plan against that. Scott Prince, look, I think he's going okay, and he has the talents. He's a disgraceful defender, but he has a good kicking game, he has a bit of speed, and he can organise, and there's an enormous amount of responsibility on him, as there always has been, and that's one of their biggest problems. The Titans are still selecting as their starting hooker Kane Lawton, and there's no way I'd be doing that. I'd definitely be playing Matt Shrummer as my first hooker, but either way, that guy is up against the best in the business, Cameron Smith. So there's a massive gap between the Titans' spine and the Storm spine, and that's the way it should reflect on the scoreboard. At the way the prices are, there's absolutely no value for us. I can't be doing anything in that game. I certainly don't want to be charging into the short odds. The Melbourne Storm away from home, I think they're going okay. They're relying very, very heavily on their star players, as they're probably entitled to. For them to go ahead much further, I'd like to see them to get a lot more from their forward pack and their bench. And they've got some good kids coming through. They need to find some of those kids, particularly in the forwards, if they're going to be a real threat in the semi-finals. And look, I think they'll go well for a long way. We get to the start of Origin and things could change. So the Storm need to get a little bit more depth. As for the Titans, they're very much in a building process, and I want to see them string a few games together before I start getting too excited. But they certainly don't lack talent in the team. I just think they've got some key guys in wrong positions. The other game that we have on the Saturday, and look, I'm very keen to give you a bet and a selection here. Our last 3 bets have all won, and I just don't want to give you a bet for the sake of giving you a bet. If I give you a bet, I'll be having it myself. And look, if I do anything in this game, the Cowboys versus the Eels, it'll be the fact that I think it'll be a high-scoring game, and I think it'll probably be over 40 points scored in the game. So I'll be having a look at those markets and see if there's some value there. But just at the prices on offer, I certainly don't want to do anything, and I certainly don't want to go all up the Storm, all up the Cowboys. It's a dumb way to punt. And while both those teams look like they'll win, having an all-up multi-bet is a dumb way to invest your money. But look, just have a quick look at it. The big problem that the Eels have got, they've got 2 big problems. Firstly, they have a short backup. from their game on Monday night, and the other big problem they've got is their best player, Jared Hayne, is not playing. But you know, if we look at the last 11 times these two teams have played, North Queensland Cowboys have won 5, and Parramatta have won 5 and a draw. So the Eels go very well up here, and I have to say, if Jared Hayden hadn't come off the other night, I think the Eels could have gone on and won that game. They got beat by the length of the straight, but don't take too much notice of the scoreboard. They were going very well, and one bloke can make the difference. And look, they've got a couple of ends that I think will make a difference. Luke Burt comes into the side, and he's got a lot of experience. I don't think he should have been out of the side in the first place. He gives them an excellent goal kicker, and he'll give them a lot of experience there at fullback. Nathan Highmast, their best defender, also comes into the side, but he certainly won't help them as far as attack is concerned. He keeps dying with the ball and hogging the ball when they're attacking the line, and dying with it at vital stages of the game. I don't know why his coaches have never said anything to him about that. He's been doing it for years. It's one of the reasons why he doesn't play representative football these days. But certainly in terms of his experience and his defence, it's very important to have Nathan there, and the team seem to love playing with him. So, but it's a game that I find extremely unattractive. I think the only thing that we can do in this game is to look at betting on the overs market. I can tell you that the Cowboys, as shown by their first game of the year when they were beaten by the Titans, are not a good team to be taking short odds about. Very similar to the New Zealand Warriors. They can beat any team, but when they're skinny odds, it's just best to watch them, and they're one of those teams. They've got outstanding talent in their side. They still haven't got their best forward pack. Some of the guys that I want to see to come back into the side are out injured. When they do get their best 17 on the side, they will be competitive against any team in the competition, led by the great Jonathan Thurston. And it's worthwhile watching the game just to watch Jonathan Thurston. He certainly is one of the greatest rugby league players I've ever seen play the game, and he's a treat to watch. He's just a wonderful, wonderful player. So look, there it is for me. I'd love to come to you and say, look, back this team. I think they're good things, and I think they're good odds. And you know, let me say, the Storm and the Cowboys should win, but it's all about the odds, and I don't think either team represents value. So at this stage, we probably won't be doing a great deal. But look at the overs market on the second game. I hope to have some good things for you on the Sunday game and the Monday game. I think there definitely is some good things on the Sunday game. So look for your email on Sunday, and I hope you have a great Saturday, and I'll talk to you soon. Cheers.